today I am back in the beautiful city of York and I wanted to show you some of my top favourite places to eat in the city. York has so many incredible restaurants, cafes, pubs, bars and street food places to eat, and I wanted to share with you some fantastic options that are an absolute must in my opinion. I'm going to start by taking you to Brew And Brownie for a spot of brunch. It is the perfect place to start your day off right, either by yourself or even better, having a good old catch up with friends whilst enjoying the most delicious food together. Brew And Brownie have two locations situated just opposite the museum gardens, one being a cafe and the other a bake shop, both just a few doors apart. We're going to the cafe today, but in lovely weather I can't imagine anything nicer than grabbing a tasty cake or bake from the bake shop and sitting in the museum gardens watching the squirrels, birds and boats go by. There were lots of dishes on the menu that were tempting me, especially as they pride themselves on using top quality and local ingredients. When I saw homemade iced tea on the menu, I knew I had to try it. I was attempting to identify the flavours, and although I couldn't quite work out all of the ingredients and flavours, what I do know is that it was very tasty. We then ordered our food and we got the sweet corn fritters, which were absolutely delicious. They came with avocado salsa, 2 poached eggs and a slice of halloumi. Each component was full of so much flavour and tasted so fresh and wonderful. And when combined together in one mouthful, oh, it was just perfection. We also got a sausage sandwich, which was very generous in size, in delicious ciabatta bread and using sausages from M&K Butchers, which is a high quality family butchers in York. I think Brew And Brownie is so fantastic and would highly recommend a visit if you like top quality food in a lovely and friendly environment. Next on my list is something you just cannot come to Yorkshire without trying. A big, delicious Yorkshire pudding. But at the York Roast Company, they serve them with a twist. Instead of your traditional Yorkshire pud, they offer 2 different types. Either a great big giant Yorkshire pudding filled with all your favourite Sunday roast favourites, or a Yorkshire pudding wrap, also stuffed full of your classic roast favourites, but conveniently wrapped up in a super tasty, take to go, well, Yorkshire pudding wrap. Perfect for after a few beers in some of York's traditional pubs, but that's another video. You can choose from pork, turkey, ham, beef or vegetarian, and on this occasion we chose to go for 2 Yorkie pud wraps, 1 turkey and 1 vegetarian. We also ordered a portion of roast potatoes covered in delicious gravy as a side. It is incredibly filling and comforting and so conveniently placed as you can walk around with your wraps admiring all of York's historic streets and architecture. There is first floor seating in the Stonegate location, however, if you would rather eat inside. The next place I wanted to take you was to a beautiful Japanese tea house, cafe, restaurant and bar called Ippuku Tea House. They have a mouth-watering selection of Japanese home-style food, including, and please forgive me for my pronunciation, donburi with a selection of toppings, omu rice, gyoza, edamame pods. They even have natto, which has a very strong flavour and I'm told you either love it or hate it. I went for the teishoku set, which was a set of steamed rice, miso soup, pickles and vegetable side. There again were a few options to choose from to add to my set, and I chose the teriyaki tofu, which was sweet, fragrant, fresh and simply delicious. We also had the teriyaki chicken donburi, which was also so incredibly tasty. And as an absolute bonus, they have a very extensive tea selection that can accompany your meal perfectly. I am a huge tea fan, and so always find it hard to choose, but today I went for a matcha latte. It was perfect, so milky and moorish and a very generous size. And if that isn't enough, they also have some gorgeous sweet treats if you're in a sweet tooth kind of mood. I definitely recommend a visit. The penultimate place I wanted to show you was the House of the Trembling Madness. Now you might have already heard of this place as it has an incredibly extensive shop full of beer, mead, spirits and more. Trembling Madness also have some really interesting holiday apartments if you were visiting York for a few days or longer. There's the Old Gallery, which has a really cool retro 60s and 70s vibe, or if you're more into the spooky and haunted side of York, there's the Haunted Chamber, which, you guessed it, is meant to be pretty haunted. But we're doing a favourite foodie York video, which brings me on to why I brought you here. The House of the Trembling Madness also have a medieval ale house, but they strongly believe that good beer should be accompanied with good food. And in my experience, the food is very, very good. They have all sorts on the menu, from smaller dishes to platters to great big hearty pies and sausages. They have a specials board too, so don't forget to have a look out for that. We went to the Stonegate site, which is the original, with medieval features and taxidermy decorating the walls. If it's a bit too full to squeeze in though, they have another site on Lendal, which you could also try. This visit, we got the vegan platter, which was, well, absolutely massive. It consisted of carrot and cauliflower patties, antipasti, rose petal harissa, hummus and mixed olives served with artisan bread and mixed salad, and it was, oh my goodness, so delicious, with a little spicy kick from the patties. We also got the steak pie and peas tapas with extra mash, which was a smaller version of the large steak and stout pie, mash and peas, but still again, a nice hearty portion. If you're looking for a tasty, comforting and filling meal accompanied with some good quality beer, then look no further. Finally, to polish off your wonderful and tasty tour of York's amazing food venues, if you're anything like me, you may have a bit of a sweet tooth. I wanted to bring you to Heavenly Desserts, which is a very indulgent dessert restaurant and has an exceptionally large menu of tempting desserts, milkshakes, gelato and much more. The extensive menu can make it hard to choose just one item, but they have a solution to this. Dessert tapas. I know, what an amazing concept. It means you can get lots of little plates of a selection of their gorgeous sweet treats. On this occasion, we went for just preparing myself for the big list. Hot mini donuts, croffle bites with warm chocolate dipping sauce, mini lemon curd and raspberry tarts, warm chocolate brownie bites, and salted caramel and chocolate profiteroles. Of course, washed down with a nice cup of tea. It was gorgeous. It was so good. We also ordered 4 scoops of gelato, and it was as exceptional as it sounded, with flavours including strawberries and cream, stracciatella, Caribbean coconut and white chocolate. Honestly, it was such a wonderful way to finish such an amazing foodie trip around York. It really put the icing on the cake, so to speak. Thank you ever so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you're going to York yourself, I hope you have the best time and of course the most delicious time. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to get updates when I post future videos. Thank you again, and hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye!